run. Ultrakill Clash percent being run by Jambott. Over to you, Jambott.
Oh, we're on. I think we're on. Hi, you're going to be annoyed by my voice again. This time with someone else.
All right, hello everybody.
This is going to be a bit different than what we just saw happen in Ultrakill. This is a bit more of a meme category based on a special cheat called Clash Percent. It plays almost completely opposite to what just happened. I'm joined this time by Elliot.
Hello, I'm Elliot. I am one of Jam's besties and also a high top level runner for Ultrakill. Nice to meet all of you.
So whenever you want to go, Jam, we can count you down if you want.
I already clicked it.
Okay, that works too. So we're going to see cheats enabled here for Jam because that's how you activate Clash mode, which is this.
Yeah, and immediately you're going to be clicking into these pipes here. It's going to launch you. How much it wants you depends on what the game decides for you, so sometimes the game will just say no.
And that'll be a reset because, there you go. You want a lot of height off that because in Clash Percent, height is a very rare commodity. And also here you can see we're kind of a glass cannon, and we one-shot everything, but we can also get one-shot by everything.
Absolutely. And immediately we're going to be hopping into Meet Friendly. You might already see right off the gate, Jam's just going to be clipping out of bounds. This is called the Universal, coined by Jam. These basically you do a slam story and you dive right at the beginning, and it's going to just send you out of bounds. Jam's going to clear this arena and immediately get finish with O2 and moving on for the next level.
That is actually really quick. That was a lot faster than I was expecting it.
Me too.
This one, you're going to clip out of bounds, and you're going to want a lot of height since 0-3 is a very tall level. And here we're going to just...
Get it immediately done first try.
Goodbye, Swords Machine.
Goodbye, Swords Machine.
And we're going to be seeing a lot of the void in this run because that's how out of bounds works in this game. We're going to see basically all the inside of the levels thanks to P%, and now you're going to see the levels from the outside. And if we need this slam storage start to work for the extra momentum that it's going to grant us. And you're going to see a very interesting combination of dashing and spinning, and
which is very complicated strat. So that right there is the hardest strat for that level, and Jam just hit it first try, as you can tell by them popping off.
that was actually very, very good.
Yeah, that was actually marvelous. This is 05. So you'll see a lot of checkpointing. This is both to get inbounds, and for certain levels you can speed up animations and how long it takes for things to run.
And here Jam is actually opting to flip out of bounds there, even resetting the boss fight to be able to get out the door a little bit faster. And that works out very nicely for him, a 23.
Yep, that trick is very finicky. We're already out of Prelude. We're going to be moving straight into Limbo. You'll never believe it, what we're going to be doing right after getting to this.
Let's see.
We're going to be heading back. The Universal, yeah!
We get 3 guesses. Hope you guessed right.
Right. So if you remember drones from last run, they're a little bit very weird in this run. You have to spin and immediately dash, or else the explosion will hit you, and obviously, you just perish.
And you will die because of the glass cannon build. Especially, it's difficult because the flones can fly around and will explode on death, and it gets very messy with drones. And that's probably one of the most annoying enemies you have to deal with in this run. In this one, you see extra boxes for the height, because all the devs really did to check this mode was make sure that the levels were physically possible to clear, and not really worry too much about it otherwise.
Yep. This arena in particular can be really tricky because you're supposed to jump off of the street cleaner side, and it could be a little bit finicky. But of course, Jam is Jam, and we'll clear this first try.
1-3, we saw the P% runners absolutely melt this boss here. A little bit of a failed universal, but not too bad of a time loss. But they melted it in the last run, but the way that Jam melts it in this run is very different. He's going to checkpoint to skip the intro cutscene, and I guess you can call that melting a boss.
It's more like a vaporize, personally, I would say. It just kind of pulls up, hops out, and perishes immediately. So if you thought the 1-4% run was fast, yeah, we're already about to be here. And immediately, just even while they're still hopping in there, they perish. You have to grab the arm, same as before, and you're already out of there 12 seconds.
In mid, that always gets me. It's the killing him in midair kind of thing. That is here. I'll just jump ahead a little bit. Here in 2-1, this is a very tricky level. First, you have to get that jump just right, and now Jam has to hit this slope just right to do what is called a slope jank.
Yep, we just call it slope jank because it's slope jank.
Slope and it's jank.
Yep, you mash your slide button as much as you can, and it will launch you very far. Here, there's actually a newer out of bounds that isn't the universal. You just jump up and it works because yeah, it's Clash mode. Welcome.
It's Clash mode.
It's Clash mode. This is your silly goofy mode.
We're not quite sure why any of this works. Just gotta trust the process a little bit.
Yep. It is probably the more slope jank here. You're gonna same as hitting the boxes, but instead you actually have to hit them here, as the other one you didn't.
The other one we clipped through the door instead, basically, and here we do not have that luxury. A 34-second time, that is not bad at all for 2-2, especially considering how finicky it can be at times.
It is very difficult. Some of the strats in this level, in this category as a whole, are very hard to pull off first try. But Jam's, once more, Jam is Jam. Jam does Jam things, and Jam will do it first try because Jam is Jam.
And here we have the Mind Flare, which you also have to be a little bit wary of because it's basically a very large drone that explodes on impact.
Yep.
And Jam handles it absolutely masterfully.
And if you saw by how Jam killed the Mind Flare, you can stomp on enemies like it's Mario. You literally just stomp on them and they're dead.
You pop it.
Yep.
Here we are gonna stay inbounds for this one, which is slightly strange.
Not for long, actually. So you're gonna step on this pedestal and you're just gonna jump up. You're gonna hit a dive and you're out of bounds. Congratulations. You hit this checkpoint from out of bounds because you can do that. Fun fact. And here you are. We're gonna be going to the hand.
And this is the hand we skipped in the last P% run, which is why they went out of bounds in the first place, because it has this long loading intro, but Clash mode doesn't really care. It just throws the hand back down the tunnel, and we're off to the big guy.
Yep.
And the big guy, you would think because he's a little bit out of the arena, it's difficult to kill, but if you're not looking very closely, you'll miss the fact that his hands are barely in the arena, and off he goes.
Yep, you knock him out, and he just moves out of the arena. Really a big homie for that. Literally speaking.
He just literally slides to the left, and he's gone.
All right, so this is the hardest. This is the hardest level in the game. If Jam hits this first try, it'll be very insane. I think that was a sight of joy.
It was. He hit it first try. What you have to do there is you have to hit the checkpoint from out of bounds and load the inbounds, but stay out of bounds, and then use the loaded inbounds as kind of a floor to stand on. And it's a very precise trick. Jam did it like it was absolutely nothing, like another Thursday, because it's a Jambott.
It's Jambott. Jambott does Jambott things, and when Jambott does Jambott things, Jambott Jambots.
Jambotts.
Yep.
That is a very ridiculous 3-1. That puts Jam on extremely good pace getting that first try.
Yeah, no pressure, Jam.
And here we're going to have a long spin dash fest because it's a very long way to the arena.
With spinning and dashing, you go forward and then you spin. It preserves a lot of that height, because if you spin too much, you can actually you'll just fall. You'll just fall very fast unless you do specific intervals, which is really finicky. Clash mode has a lot of really interesting and specific tricks for the run, despite it being basically a meme category.
I do like a couple notes there is Jambott did load the checkpoint from noticeably below it, because checkpoints do have a large amount of leniency to them. Yep. And also, it's very funny to see one of the main bosses just completely disappear. Here in floor 1, we have a couple different slope janks we're going to chain together just to get these together. And what we're going to do is similar to what we did in the P% run for this level. We're going to go up here and load the secret exit, kind of in a way, and then just leave instead of killing anything.
Yep. Enemies are a suggestion. Same as walls. Same as anything, really.
Enemies are a suggestion. Walls are a suggestion. This 4-2 here is very tricky because the floor is lava, basically. And also you have to land on some very, very thin platforms. I will let Elliot explain the absolute jank that is 4-2.
4-2 is quite simple. You're going to be grabbing the skull, and because the skulls don't work the same here, it's going to be giving you a purple one. It's going to give you a purple one, which makes you invincible. Jam's going to checkpoint there and immediately go straight to this other arena. And because you can grab this from just inside there, it's like I said, walls are merely suggestion. You just bring it all the way over there, and boom, we're already here. Welcome. And checkpointing, when you checkpoint in this game, if you're holding an item, immediately does that. Here's an insurrectionist. That was a joke, by the way. There is no longer an insurrectionist.
There was an insurrectionist.
Yes.
So the only reason that trick works, if for whatever reason, is because that purple skull that happens when you touch the power-up, for whatever reason, messes with your hitbox. And there's that out of bounds. It messes with your hitbox enough to clip through the wall as a suggestion, and we're not sure why that works. We just kind of roll with it.
Yep.
Yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so so as you can see there, Jam slid down a very thin area and just popped up. And because the game wasn't designed for Clash mode, it's just like, well, and you go out of bounds.
Yeah, it thinks, and that was its first mistake, is it thought, and now you're out of bounds. Yeah, I'm just gonna reiterate, we have no idea how this works.
Yep.
Neither do the devs. No one does. Good luck.
Yeah, this arena is extremely scary, as you can tell by Jam's rain of silence coming in straight into just the fear. The fear.
That arena is scary for every category.
Yep.
Because that has so many things that can kill you. Soldiers have these kind of side shots that, oh, I forgot you jank out of bounds there instead of taking the ramp like a normal person.
Yep, that trick is also really annoying to hit, but it's Jam. Jam does the first try because Jam does Jam things, and Jam just is Jamuel.
And that is another clip that is kind of subtle there, is that he had to maintain momentum through that little whiteout cutscene so that he could get all the height he needed from but he preserved momentum through the whiteout cutscene. That's actually apparently a very specific trick, and again, Jam just kind of did it first try. This level is also a joke because there is a slope there for some reason.
Yeah, there's a lot of, in this game, thank you, Hakita, by the way, there's a lot of convenient little areas just to immune yourself up on. And obviously, as we're going to keep saying, these tricks are really annoyingly precise, but jam. I hope you all understand.
There'll be peanut butter one day.
Yeah.
And we haven't mentioned this yet, but Jam is running on a different difficulty. In P%, we run on the violent difficulty because it made the enemies faster, which made them a little more convenient. Here we're running on harmless, not because it's difficult for the enemies, because the enemies are not difficult when you're one-shotting them. But here we see it's in harmless you have a dash regeneration buff. You regenerate your dashes twice as fast, and that makes certain tricks like the out of bounds possible in the first place. Yep.
It allows for a lot of easy stamina regeneration. So any category where you're not really fighting too many enemies, any ILs where you're not fighting too many enemies, harmless is just the way to go. You can hit that checkpoint from below the area, by the way. Checkpoints have really jank hitboxes from time to time. You just got to deal with it. Welcome to Clash mode. This also works in normal mode. So hey, if you want to do this,
just deal with it.
Yeah, it's Clash mode. Welcome to Clash mode.
And we have here idols, which can be very finicky in Clash mode. When these levels first released, I think there was actually a soft lock you could get into if you tried to kill an idol via Clash mode, whereas I think it was you couldn't actually kill the idol.
Yep, and speaking of conveniently placed little slide areas, here you go. This is, oh, well, here you go. This is a slip jig. So this is the ferryman as you saw them had to fight normally in this. Well, welcome to Clash mode once again. Death, as Minos Prime once said.
Die, I believe was the actual quote.
Yes.
I just love the animation of them just sliding out of frame into walls.
Yeah, and fun fact: whenever they slide out of bounds, they're actually a projectile. So it is a strat to hit them into each other for specific levels, like what like 1-1 for the last arena. This is 5-3. This is another really annoying trick to hit first try. Let alone at all, really. But Jam hits it. It takes a couple tries, but you know what? It works. It works over time.
You soap drink several times there, and you have to load this arena from the back, or else you will. Oh, right. You can kind of just face the floor. It was a suggestion.
Yeah.
Same with that wall, I guess. I forgot Clash Mode did that for a second.
Yep. And so walking into there, just kind of like it spawns in, but it's like, wait, you're in my way. Move. Oh yeah.
And there's a conveniently placed exit pipe with no roof on it, and we're gone.
Yep,
This
we're gone.
fight looks really silly, I must admit. And
Yeah.
the getting to it is actually the hard part because there is no conveniently placed slope in this level for once. It's the first time we've actually had a strangely placed slope.
Hostile environment.
Hostile environment. That's what we call it.
So
And
yeah,
we're gonna
Jam gets
see-
up here.
And that's a lot of height that you preserve through the white screen, and there he goes.
Yep, it spawns in, it pulls up, hops out, and perishes. You know, that's just we really are ultra killing them. So
They are certainly somewhere that was not here.
yep.
6-1, you have to do this rather precisely. Jam did not do it precisely.
It's okay, but Jam. So Jam's gonna immediately hit it right here because Jam.
And we're going to load this checkpoint over here. Or it's not actually a checkpoint. We're actually just going to walk into a door that wasn't there a second ago.
Yep. Certain doors, whenever you walk into them, they actually just load into areas as you've seen before. You slow drink off of a little bit of steps, and you're going to just insta-kill the hideous masses that are supposed to be difficult. But you know, enemies are merely a suggestion. The game itself is merely a suggestion as well.
That's true. And that's just this entire arena done. Jam did miss that last stray. Please do not get hit by the stray. Thank you.
Okay.
Jam reportedly failed the run to a stray.
Yeah.
A weak class enemy.
So this is going to be the final level in the game. Time ends upon Gabriel's death. There's a convenient placed platform because the devs are actually very nice to us from time to time. They're like, Herm, we actually like you guys who run Clash Mode. So yeah, he's gonna walk up to this guy. He's gonna angle himself properly after a little bit of slip jink in time.
Yes. That is supposed to be the final boss, by the way.
Yeah.
You just skip the entire parkour section as you do anyway, and out under 30 seconds. Very cleanly run. Very, very, very well run by Jam, I must say. That was unbelievably clean. Any words to say, Jam?
Don't think so.
No? You just got like a really ridiculous run, though.
We have no idea as this game is timed as in-game time, so we don't know if this is record or not.
It's certainly in contention. That was very basically every difficult trick was very, very, very cleanly done.
Clean, but there was a lot of like little time.
Yeah, that was regardless. I don't think anyone other than Jambott could really stand up to that run. Just very GG.
And I would like to say as well, if you find yourself interested in this run and want to do all the silly stuff, Jambott actually is developing a guide for this category. So yeah, another world record.
Possibly. We'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on
Give it 3 to 5 business days. That is Ultrakill. 2 very different sides of the same coin. Hopefully you enjoyed. I have no more words to say.
Neither do I. Thank you all for watching.
We're actually waiting to get raptured back to where we came from.